Today the class will be on electromyography in orthodontics. In short, it is called as EMG. Usually the muscle function and efficiency are expressed as electrical potential. This electromyography has an ability to assess the extent and duration of the muscle activity. So it has an ability to record this electrical potential of any muscle. Okay, and the types of electromyography. First is the intramuscular one and surface electromyography. In intramuscular electromyography, we use a needle electrode which is inserted through the skin into the muscle. Hence it is called intramuscular, and it assesses the electrical potential of a single motor unit. Okay, it is painful procedure. There is second one called surface electromyography, in which surface electrodes have been placed on the skin, not into the skin. So it is non-invasive and painless. Okay, but the efficacy is same as that of intramuscular EMG. In this case, the electrical potential of many fibers have been able to be assessed. Here is only a single motor unit has been assessed. What is the disadvantage of surface electromyography? So it can only detect the electrical potential from the muscle which is close to the skin. Consider this as a skin. A muscle which is very close to the skin, this surface electromyography is able to detect. For example, would be masseter and anterior fibers of temporalis muscle. But the deep muscles, for example, the posterior fiber of temporalis, in that case, if you want to detect with the surface electromyography, removal of air in that particular area is needed, so that detection of electrical potential in the deeper muscle can be done with the surface electromyography. So it has been used both in the diagnosis and the therapeutic purposes. It evaluates the muscle activity during chewing, biting or parafunctional habits. Used in the TMG and myofascial pain disorders, dystonias, muscle disease in head and neck region, cranial nerve lesions, seizure disorders, and ALS and myasthenia gravis. In particular in dentistry, I will say now. So particularly in dentistry, orthodontics, to assess the muscle function before, after or during the treatment. It may be a fixed treatment, functional appliance or an orthognathic surgery. Okay, and in the implant and occlusion, maxillomandibular relationship by the tooth movement, it is useful. And in bite correction, TMJ disorders, to study its articulation and function, sleep disorder, to assess the head and neck muscle in function and rest. So why it is so important in orthodontics? Okay, orthodontics has been flourished with its perfection in the treatment by the advancement in techniques and materials used in the correction of malocclusion. But the danger of relapse continues. This relapse is mostly due to the dynamic role of oral musculature. Okay, unless and until this dynamic role of oral musculature has been put into the treatment plan of orthodontics, the success would be very less. Thus, this muscle is very much important to establish and maintain the occlusion. So EMG should be used pre and post treatment plan and to assess the muscular activity. So EMG compares the muscle function in the normal occlusion and in the malocclusion, so that it finds the abnormal muscle function which causes the malocclusion. Earlier, the orthodontists depend upon the static records like plaster models and radiographs and do a diagnosis and treatment plan. But fact is that the oral musculature has a dynamic role in the establishment and maintenance of occlusion. So for any successful orthodontic treatment, EMG would be an additional diagnostic tool, and in the treatment plan also, to record even the minute electrical activity of the biological tissue. So it would be a boon in the field of orthodontics. Thank you.